Hey there and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw an Inferno dragon from Clash Royale. We're going to start at the top of our page in the center with a point. From this point I want to curve down towards the left side, down towards about halfway down the head. So curving out and then down towards the left. We're going to take that same point and curve down towards the right to the same height as we have on the left side, to right about there. From here we're going to take these ends and just square them off. So just drawing a short line going across. Now from here I want to take this left side and just trace this inner curve all the way up to the top. Starting on the left side, we want to draw an even curve going up towards the center. We're going to come down on the right side. Curving down. From here we're going to layer in the eyes underneath this curve. So starting on the left side, just up here, draw a curve coming down and in. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to line up the top and curve down and in. Let's layer in the bottom of the eye. So going back to the side here, we're going to curve down and then tuck this in underneath this line, leaving a slight overlap. So curving down and then up, you can see a little slight overlap here. We'll do the same thing on the right side, starting from the inside, curve down and then tuck that in on the side there. Let's go ahead and draw in the iris. So we're basically going to draw a circle tucked in underneath the eyelid. Starting from the top here, we're going to go around, it's almost like a circle, and then just pull that into the bottom. We'll do the same thing on the right side, starting from the top, circle around, and then tuck that in underneath the bottom. On the top left side, we're going to draw in a little highlight circle. It's just this tiny little circle on the top. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to tuck in the pupil in the center here. So at the bottom of the highlight, we'll start down here and circle around in towards the side. We'll color that in black. Let's do the same thing on the right side, starting at the bottom of the highlight, come around to the bottom, then up to the side. We'll color that in black as well. In between the eyes, I'm just going to draw a nose bridge. So just a curve, leaving a little bit of a gap on either side, just going across like that. Down below, we're going to draw in the nostrils. So on the left side here, we'll draw in a circle, and then on the right, we'll draw a circle. And then we're going to go ahead and color those in black. Let's go down in the middle here, below the nostrils, just down here, and draw a point. This is the top center of the mouth. We're going to curve up and out. Curving up and out towards the left. Curve up and out towards the right. Now we're going to curve up the side of the mouth, up underneath the eyes. So from here on the left side, we're going to curve up to the bottom of the eye on the left. We'll curve up towards the bottom of the eye on the right. From this point, we're going to have to draw in the lower part of the mask. So let's start on the left side here. I'm going to curve down and in. On the right, we're going to step to the outside corner, curve down and in. Now we're going to draw in some like jaggedy edges here. So from this point, we're going to go up and we're going to come down in an angle, down to there. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So going up in an angle, and we're going to come down an angle, down to there. Let's do that one more time here. So going up again. Now we're going to come down towards the center, but we're going to leave a gap in the middle here. So from this point, we're going to come down in an angle. Do the same thing on the right. Going up, and then coming down in an angle to the same height. Now we're going to draw one center point here. Going up in the middle, and then down on the right side. Let's go ahead and add some thickness to the lower part of the mask. So from the inside edge here, we're going to curve along the bottom in towards that inner line here. We'll do the same thing on the right. Starting from the inside, curve along to the bottom. Now these points here, we just want to draw some thickness here as well. So from this point, I'm going to angle up and in, sort of towards the center of the face, and we'll angle down. And do the same thing on this point here, going up towards the center of the face, then coming down in an angle. Let's do the opposite on this side. So from this point, we're going to go up towards the center of the face with a short line, come down along the side. We'll do the same thing on this point here, going up, and then tucking that in the bottom there. Now to finish off the mouth, we're going to take these two ends and just curve them in behind the lower part of the mask. So curving down. Do the same thing on the right. We're going to add some thickness to the inside of the mouth. So right here, I'm going to step in, just draw another curve. On the right, we'll do the same thing. Now let's finish off the lower part of the mask. So in the middle here, I'm going to draw a straight line coming down. I'm going to go pretty low, down to about there. On the sides of the mask, right at the edge here, we're going to draw a straight line coming down, a short line, Do the same thing on the right side, coming down to the same height. Now we're going to curve these ends down towards that bottom point here. Starting on the left, curve around, and then down. We'll do the same thing on the right, going up. Starting from the middle, curve up to the outside on the right. On the inside here, we're just going to draw a couple rivets. So down here, I'm going to draw a circle. And then on the right side of the center, we're going to draw another circle. We're going to draw one more set on the sides here. So underneath this point, draw another circle here. And then one more on the right side. Underneath the eyes, I'm just going to give a little bit of an eye bag. So right here at this point, we're going to curve down underneath the eye. Do the same thing on the right side. Let's go ahead and finish off the top of the mask. So from this center point, I want to draw a straight line going upwards. So starting at the top, pull a straight line towards that bottom point. Now on the sides of the helmet, I want to draw the sides going up. So from the outside edge, we're going to draw a short line going up. Do the same thing on the right side, going up to the same height. Now we're going to curve up, just like we did with the bottom, we're going to curve up to the center point. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve up to that point with a curve going up. Now we're going to do the same thing on the right side, curving down, pulling the pen towards us. Let's add a couple slits along the top here. So up on the top left side here, we're going to leave a gap at the top and the bottom. Draw a straight line coming down. Now at the top, I just want to follow that same curve going towards the left. And at the bottom, I'll follow that same curve going towards the left as well. We're going to connect those 2 points with a straight line coming down. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we're going to leave that same amount of gap, starting at the top, leaving a gap at the top and the bottom. We're going to curve the top over towards the right. We'll do the same thing on the bottom. Now we're going to connect those 2 points with a straight line. Let's do another set down below here. So again, we're going to leave a gap at the top and bottom. We curve the top and we'll curve the bottom. And then we're going to connect the top and bottom with a straight line. Let's do another one over here. So again, leaving that same amount of gap, draw a straight line coming down. We'll curve the top. We'll curve the bottom. Now we're going to connect those 2 points with a straight line. Let's add a little bit of thickness and depth to the inside. So from the left corner on this side, we're going to draw an angled line coming down, leaving a little gap. And then from here, we're going to go straight down towards the bottom line. Now at the top corner here, we're just going to go across and up. This little area here, we're just going to fill that in with black. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So at the top corner, we go down at an angle, and we'll come straight down. From that same corner here, we're going to go up in an angle, and color the inside in black. Let's do the same thing in these areas here. So starting on the left side, we're going to angle down and in. We're going to come straight down with a straight line. And then from that same corner, we're going to go up in an angle and color the inside in black. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So from the top corner, we're going to come down at an angle about halfway. Come straight down. And then from that same corner, we're going to go up in an angle and color the inside in black. Let's add the little hinges on the side of the helmet. So just above this point, we're going to go up, draw a straight line going out. Below it, we're going to come down and go straight out with that same line and connect those 2 points with the line coming down. And then in here, we want to draw 2 lines going across, one at the top and then one at the bottom. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we want to line this up, short line going out on the top, and then along the bottom, going out, and then connecting the top and bottom with a straight line, and then 2 short lines going outwards. In the top here, I just want to add 2 little horns. So just above the square, we're going to go up, we're going to curve up and out towards the left, and they're going to go in the opposite direction, coming down. Let's do the same thing on the right. So at the top here, curve up and out towards the right, and we'll pull this in the opposite direction behind the helmet. Okay, now that we got the head, let's work our way into the body. So we're going to draw the arms coming around in towards the center of the body. So from the corner of the helmet here, we're going to curve around towards the wrist, going out, and then pulling that in. Let's go to the right side and do the same thing. So going out, and then pulling that in. Now let's layer in the hands. So the palm of the hand is going to overlap this line. So we're going to step up, curve around. Now we're going to draw in some fingers. So it's almost like a half circle going around the bottom and back up. We're going to layer the fingers in. So stepping down here, curve around again. And we'll do one more. Stepping down, curving around. Now for the top of the arm, we're going to take this point here on the finger, curve underneath the helmet in towards the inside of the elbow. So we want to leave a gap here. So going up and then across. Let's do the same thing over here. So overlapping the palm, so up here, we'll curve over that line and down. We're going to do a half circle for the first finger, going around like that. Come down to the bottom here, there in the second finger, and then coming down again, we'll do one more finger going up. Now from that finger, we want to curve underneath the helmet to the inside part of the arm on the right side. Let's work our way down towards the belly and the legs. So in the middle, going to come down below the hand line here, draw a curve. Starting from the left side, we'll curve across, down in the middle, then up on the right. We're going to draw on the outside of the legs. So underneath the palm here, we're going to curve around, down towards the knee, and then back up. So right here on the palm, we're going to curve down, around, and then up. Let's do the same thing on the right. So at the palm, we're going to curve down, and then around to here. So we're going to start on the inside, curve around, and then up underneath the palm. Now in the middle here, for the feet, we're going to leave a gap. On the left side, we're going to curve down, and we're going to pull this up, leaving a gap. We're going to step down again there in the second toe, curving around, and we're going to pull this in underneath the leg. Let's do the same thing over here. So stepping in, curve down towards the toe, and we'll pull that back up, come down to the side here, and curve this underneath the leg. We're going to show a little bit of the tail on the left side here. So just behind this hand, we're going to curve out towards the left and up. We're going to pull that back in towards the body, but we're going to taper it so it gets a little bit wider as we get behind the leg here. Now we're going to add a little bump on the side. So right here we're going to do a little half circle on the top of the tail. The final thing we're going to do is add in the wings in behind the body. So we're going to start on the left side. It's going to come up and over this way. So we're going to start beside this little hinge, curving up and then down on the left. We'll do the same thing on the right. So starting right in the middle of the hinge, go up and then down on the right to the same height. Now we're going to round out the tip. Right here we're going to curve in. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving in. We're going to curve this back. We're going to follow that curve up about halfway. So from here we're going to go up to about there. Let's do the same thing on the right. We're going to curve up to about the top of the peak there. Now we're going to do another part of the bone here. So from this point we're going to curve down. We're going to round this out, the bottom, and we're going to pull this back up again. Going up, and then we're going to follow that same curve in behind the head, going in like that. Let's do the same thing on the right. So curving down, we're going to round out the bottom. Now we're going to pull that back up on the inside. Now we're going to pull this down again behind the helmet, going in and behind. We're going to add a little webbing in between the wings. So from this corner to that corner, we're going to draw a curve, just a bridge across. Now from that point, we're going to curve up and in behind the body. Let's do the same thing on the right. So curving across to bridge those 2 points. And then from this point, we'll curve up, in behind the body. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's the Inferno Dragon from Clash Royale. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Make sure you subscribe and check out our Clash of Clans playlist. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.